Over the years, there's been a lot of monster truck related video games, and I've actually enjoyed a few, especially Monster Truck Madness on the N64. But there's a brand new one called Monster Jam Crush It on the PS4. But does this game crush its way to victory, or does it just end up crashing and burning? Monster Jam Crush It is unfortunately a very limited budget monster truck experience. The main reason for this is just the overall lack of features and the lack of depth when it comes to the game, which we have seen in other Monster Jam releases. The game does feature a large amount of monster trucks to select from, most of which are locked at the beginning, but you very quickly start to unlock them as you play. You have some fan favorites like Gravedigger and Monster Mud, El Toro Loco, Captain's Curse, Medusa, and a few others, with a couple of them having multiple different versions of them as well. The game features 5 different events for you to tackle, including race, freestyle skills competition, and then 3 of which are in the uphill battle, with one being a time trial, one being a stunt, and another one being the survival mode. For race and skills competition, there are 6 arenas for you to choose from, though you have to start at the beginning and unlock each one as you complete them. In race, you're just competing one-on-one against a computer-controlled truck in a very small contained arena-style race, which is very popular in the whole Monster Jam circuit. These races only last for a handful of seconds. You hit a couple of checkpoints and then the finish line, and it's all over within 10 to 15 seconds. In the freestyle skills competition, your goal is of course to get the highest score possible by completing stunts. Unfortunately, you don't have really any control over the truck itself once it's in the air in this mode, so your only way of getting points is just getting higher air. If you end up pausing at any point or going in reverse, you end up losing points, but the only way to gain them is by flying up into the air, and it's a really dull skills competition. This has been much better done in other Monster Jam games. For the uphill battle, you have 4 different styles of track that have 7 courses in each, and you can play these for any of the modes: time trial, stunt, and survival. Now for time trial, your goal is just to get through it as quick as possible. For the stunt portion, you're going through a similar course, though it's usually set up a bit different, but you have the freestyle controls where you can actually flip and rotate your truck in order to earn bonus points for completing the stunts, as long as you land, of course, properly. Unfortunately, I don't know why they didn't include that style of movement with the truck in the stunt competition mode. The survival mode has you doing the same courses, except that there's explosive barrels laying around. If you run into them, it's game over and you have to start the course over again. All of the modes in the uphill battle have letters that spell out Crush, which work as the game's collectibles. Collecting them not only will help your score overall or help you get better medals, they also work towards the trophies in the game. And that's pretty much all there is to Monster Jam Crush It. There is no multiplayer of any sort. There is online leaderboards, so you can upload your score for the courses onto it if you would like to. Overall, playing through most of the game's modes, the events will only take you 5 to 10 seconds for the race. You'll have maybe a minute and a half for the freestyle stunt mode, and then each of the uphill battles take you about 30 seconds to a minute in order to complete. Every one of the events in the game, though, you can earn a bronze, silver, gold, and platinum medal, which a lot of times dictates what you end up unlocking throughout the course of playing the game. The difficulty in this game is almost non-existent. In fact, a lot of times during time trial, I was able to just hold down the R2 button, not even looking at the TV, maybe even looking at my phone, and the truck would just go, collect the crush letters, and still complete the race and get the platinum medal for doing so. There are some difficult courses here and there throughout uphill, but for the most part, it's extremely easy. Honestly, I think the toughest thing is mastering the in the air part of the freestyle stunt mode so that you can earn enough points to get the medals there. Now, from the technical side of things, I didn't really run into any issues. It didn't crash on me, though the physics overall with the game aren't the greatest. In fact, I sometimes actually got stuck during some of the uphill races where my truck was just stuck between a platform and the ground, and I was unable to move without just restarting the race from the beginning. Monster Jam Crush It is available for $19.99 on the PlayStation 4, and it does feature a full trophy list and a platinum, and it's an extremely easy one to get. It would probably take you 2 hours at most in order to get that platinum. I've played a few other Monster Jam related video games, and honestly, this is by far the worst one I have played. It lacks a lot of the game's features, no multiplayer whatsoever, and the events are honestly done lackluster. With all said though, I'm going to be giving Monster Jam Crush It a 3 out of 10. But anyway guys, that's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course I hope you enjoyed.